I think innovation is actually becoming more and more critical. I think in the past you've seen a lot of incremental innovation, but my personal view is that digitization really disrupts the industry. I think technology is moving faster and faster, and it gives actually attackers within and outside the industry the opportunity to grab their fair share of the pie. And if you look at it from two angles, so customer is expecting more and more. I think it's about the convenience to interact with a bank across all channels. It's about being available 24/7. It's about better services, more personalized, and so on and so forth. And on the other hand, you have the impact on the industry. You have really an impact on the revenue pools. You've seen this in other industries, for example, newspapers or music, where 25 to 50% of the revenue pool have actually come out. So in that regard, if banks don't do anything about revamping their operating model or their delivery models, they lose really out. And if you move not fast enough, then you might actually not have the investment capacity given the deteriorating economics of the industry. So that just shows that there's a sense of urgency to act. A couple of very interesting things that you see. Obviously, digitization across the customer experience is one very classical thing, the development of mobiles there and the channel integration, but also digitization internally of processes. I mean, one example that we also chose is the HANA one-click mortgage, where you really connect the dots between the bank, the credit bureau, and the land department, and the customer can de facto through the internet apply for a mortgage, which you haven't really seen in the past. Another example is obviously big data and the analytics around it. An example, UBank and people like you in Australia, where the bank really aggregates data and makes it available to customer. And I think another example that we chose in the Innovation Awards is Jiboon Bank, just a very lean banking model where de facto bank that has been founded in 2008 now serves 1.5 million customers with just 150 employees. So it's completely different to the banking models that we've seen in the past. But maybe one last comment around innovation, sort of a quote that Anthony Thompson made, the founder of Metro Bank in the UK. He said, in the end, it's not about innovation, it's about sustainable differentiation. And therefore, banks really have to think through what customers want and deliver against those expectations, and think through how they can deliver better than their competition, because technology alone can innovate, but it can't differentiate. It has been mentioned a lot during the conference. In the end, it's about being relevant to the customer and creating value for the customer. So I would really like to work and analyze big data to provide individualized services to the customer, really tailored to what he really wants. I think another example is the absolute convenience that customers are looking for, be it through a very simple mobile solution that it can use even without being technically savvy, or providing end-to-end services like the HANA mortgage, one-click mortgage that we selected as one of the winners. I mean, internally for us as a bank, we would really like to work on automation, seamless end-to-end processes straight through, which starts with capturing customer data either online or through a tablet. And I think in the mid to long term, for us as a bank in the Middle East, it's also about the location-based services, using the insights that we have, providing geolocation services on the marketing side, discounts or coupons that the customer can use.